Welcome back. If you missed the first part of this list, go to my YouTube page and check it out. But this type of list does stand on its own as a solid top 10 list by itself, so no harm done. Same rules apply though. If there's a video game with multiple overlooked women in it, I choose one to represent them. This is Filmtricity's Top 10 Overlooked Video Game Women. Number 10! Anybody remember that fighting game for the PlayStation? I can never pronounce it correctly. But you know what I'm talking about, right? That one fighting game that had the Final Fantasy VII characters in it? Yeah, that game. There was always one person I remember from it. The girl with the yo-yo. Yoko Kisabojin, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, which I probably did. Again. Works for the ICPO and uses a yo-yo as a weapon. That's pretty original, don't you think? It's awesome to grab someone from the other side of the ring with a yo-yo and bring them close for a pummeling. Beware the yo-yo. Number 9! Nikki Connors is an ex-Green Beret on a revenge quest for her family that were killed by an enemy group called Omega-19. Think of her as the unsuccessful version of Solid Snake. She sneaks around the enemy compound and when necessary, takes out her adversaries with stealth. Nikki Connors tried, but in the end, her game just wasn't that memorable. Number 8! Shadow Yamoto from the Sega fighting game Eternal Champions is an assassin from the Black Orchid Corp. Her fighting style is close to that of Jujitsu with the ninjutsu art of invisibility. Don't cross her, she's so tough she can destroy the Sega logo. Number 7! Darkened Sky. That one game that's just one big Skittles advertisement. Hey, you know it's true. So the main character is named Sky, and right away, do you recognize her voice?
May the wind carry my words to you, Mother, wherever you may be.
That's right, it's Jasmine.
I miss you, as always. Where are you?
What most people remember from this game isn't the story or even the characters, it's the comedy that Darkened Sky is known for.
The old tuning forks in the wall near the hidden entrance stick.
Oh, come on, we can't do this puzzle till later.
How do you know?
I read the script. I had a sacred vision.
It's one of those games where the characters actually know that they're in the game and are constantly breaking the fourth wall.
It's an action-adventure game. No, it's a fishing simulator. This adrenaline overload is gonna kill my heart.
Number 6! You are the Guardian of Earth, and you're on a mission to save it from destruction from a planet-sized alien object called Neju. This is a shoot-'em-up, but it's also an adventure game. So for part of the game, you're flying around space, shooting up stuff, and the other part, you're walking around fighting things that look like they came right out of Zelda 2. Think of the Guardian like a transformer. In space, she's a starfighter, but when she wants to walk around, she changes into human form. This game is kinda cool, and I'd like to see it return someday. Number 5! Warriors of Elysia, a fighting game that uses live-action characters up against a green screen. The game supports an all-female cast of warriors, whom are all overlooked, but if I had to choose one to represent them, who better than the ruler of the land, Queen Cassiopeia? Not only is she the head honcho of this kingdom of women, but she can also decimate many adversaries at a time. That's right, you wouldn't think it by looking at her, but she can absolutely destroy multiple attackers at once. And she gets a few extra points on this list for being the only one who is 100% real.
I am dressed outside, and there's probably people staring out their windows at me looking at the girl in the bikini and the tiara and the little tail going on outside, but it's all good.
Number 4! This is the adventure of Black Cat, a fearless pirate who fights Waldo impersonators and sails the ocean while sinking enemy ships. After her father is killed by another pirate named Captain Hawk, he leaves behind a letter telling of her mother's secret.
My mother was a pirate?
So after finding her mother's pirate possessions, she then sets off to avenge her father's death. So this story is kind of like Nikki Connors and Rogue Ops. They're both on a journey to get the villain who killed their family. Vengeance. It's a good but pretty predictable plot device. And the ending teases at a sequel, even though it never came. Sorry, Black Cat. Number 3! In 1928, New York is in danger of being destroyed by the evil Henry. Ooh, Henry, there's a villain name for you. So our heroine, Annette, is the one to put a stop to his sinister deeds. Then this one evil lady is like, you should join us. And like Luke Skywalker, Annette is like, I'll never join you! And now she's gonna tear up everybody with her control over the wind, making both cars and motorcycles explode. She's so powerful she can destroy a tank by herself. I don't think I need to say anything else about how cool she is. Number 2! In Alicia Dragoon, you play as the female version of Raiden, shooting lightning at everything you see. On her journey, she is accompanied by 4 magical creatures. A dragon, a raven, a lizard, and whatever this thing is. Her main goal is to take out the evil Baldur to avenge her father's death. Are you kidding me? Another quest for revenge of a family member? I mean, sure, it's a good plot device, it gets things going, but come on. Nikki Connors, Black Cat, and now Alicia Dragoon? Man. But that aside, Alicia is still overlooked enough to get the number 2 spot on this list. In fact, out of all the entries, I'd have to say she's my favorite. I mean, she's cool. She shoots lightning out of her hands and has creatures help her on her way. It's like Infamous, with Pokemon. Number 1! Does this girl look familiar to you? Maybe to some of you. This is Maria from the NES game Ghost Lion, also referred to as Legend of the Ghost Lion. In this game, Maria's parents set out on a mission to track down a ghost lion which attacked their village, and they never returned. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if this turns out to be another quest for vengeance. It's an RPG similar to Final Fantasy in which there is an overworld, and every once in a while the screen flashes and you get drawn into battle. While in battle, you either have the choice to attack another creature directly, or summon a spirit to help you out. Along your journey, you pick up a variety of spirits who come out of different objects, like a spear or a lamp. But in the end, she is reunited with her parents. Thank heavens we don't need another one of those going around, and she sees some of her spirits in the clouds. It's a happy ending. 10 overlooked video game women have now been brought to the attention of some gamers who didn't even know they existed. If you respect women of gaming of the present, you must acknowledge the ones of the past. They may not be very memorable, but they help mold gaming history just the same.